Hi, my name is Roman. I'm managing partner at Kohorta. In this tutorial, I will create a workflow that helps customer support team to respond quickly and accurately to client issues. Specifically, I will show you how to use external Semantic Search API in the workflow. Semantic Search is a key feature here. It allows us to compare incoming tickets to the database of previously resolved. This way, we can quickly assign a ticket to the right support agent and provide them with necessary information to resolve the issue. The workflow is relatively simple. It starts when a new ticket is created and runs a custom code action. The action is a bit more complex. It consists of three operations. At first, it will find similar tickets in the system. Then it will assign the new ticket to the same support agent who has previously resolved the closest similar ticket. And lastly, it will update the ticket with links to similar tickets. To implement this custom code action, we will use a combination of HubSpot Tickets API and OpenAI Embeddings API. The main idea of using these APIs is to get a title and description of each ticket and convert it into a unique numerical vector representation. Then, compare pairs of those vectors to identify the most similar. To set up this workflow in my HubSpot portal, I will perform a series of steps. First, I will create a workflow for incoming tickets. Then I will set up a trigger that will start the workflow when a new ticket is created. And finally, I will add a custom code action and configure it. So let's start. Alright, I'll log into my developer portal. It's a new portal with all default settings. The only thing I have added here is a few dummy tickets. Let me show you them first. So here I have a table with 10 records. As you probably noticed, these tickets were assigned to different owners. The workflow will use these owners to assign a new ticket to one of them. Besides that, the workflow will need that each ticket has a name and description. Here we have ticket names, and we don't see it in the table. Here we have a ticket description. All these tickets have a description as well. And I believe that's all preparation that I made in this portal. Now let's go and create the workflow. So I'm on the workflows page, and as you can see, I don't have any workflows in my portal. I can create a new one by clicking the Create Workflow button. There's two options, from scratch and from template. I need from scratch. To proceed, I need to choose a CRM object type, here in the left panel. A chosen type will define the data that will be enrolled in the workflow. I need workflow for tickets, so I'll select ticket-based workflow. Also, there is a question about how I want to start the workflow. The blank workflow option works well for me. I don't need to choose anything here. And I can proceed by clicking the Next button. Now I am on the workflow editor page. Here I can set up the workflow logic. As you probably know, each workflow starts with a trigger. So I need to set up a trigger first. I have a box here that can help me to do this. Here on the right panel, there is a list of CRM objects. The first is a ticket object that can be enrolled in the workflow. The rest are objects that are associated with a ticket, so I can filter based on ticket properties or other objects properties. I want to enroll the workflow only for new tickets. So I choose ticket object and its property status. Whenever ticket has status new, it's good to be enrolled. So I can apply the filter and say the trigger. Now, when I have the trigger, I need linked action for it. Here I have a button with plus sign. By clicking this button, I can get the list of allowed actions. I need custom code action. The custom code action is probably the most complex action in this list. There are a lot of happening here. We have language select, we need Node.js, secrets, which also called environment variables, incoming data structure, the code, I'll delete this one, the output data structure, and the section where we can test this custom code action. I would encourage you to go to official documentation page about custom code workflow actions and read about it if you want to do this beyond the scope of this tutorial. Okay, let's start with the code section. I have prepared code in a GitHub repository. It's public repository, and you will get the link to this repository in the description to this video. So here I can copy the code and paste it into the code section. Now when we have the code section, we need to provide the incoming data to this code. For this, we will use this section property to include in the code. We will need 4 properties: ticket name, ticket description, ticket owner, and the last one, ticket ID. We don't need to change name of these variables because the code uses the same names by default. Let me show you. Line 11. Subject content, HubSpot owner ID, and ticket ID. I also want to show you 2 more variables that need to be assigned upfront. The first one, HubSpot token, and the second, OpenAI token. These 2 variables we can assign in a secret section by clicking this add secret. The name has to be the same as in the code. So I'll go and copy the first name, HubSpot token, paste it. So we have name and we need to get some value. We can do this by going to the same portal, settings, private apps, and create private app. We don't need to change basic info here. We just only need to add one scope, which is tickets. And we can create the app. And now we can get token and go back to our workflow. That's how we get secret value for secret HubSpot token. Okay, the second variable, OpenAI token. It will be a little more harder. Okay, we have OpenAI token. I have opened OpenAI account in another tab, and UAPI keys, generate new key, copy, okay, and go to back to our workflow. Okay, that was the last step that is needed to set up custom code action. Let's go through all section of custom code again. So we have to have language, Node.js, 2 environment variables, HubSpot token, OpenAI token, 4 incoming data fields, ticket name, description, owner, ticket ID. The code from my GitHub repository, and that's all. We don't need to change data outputs because we don't use data from this custom code action. And we can save it now. Okay, it seems now like testing time. We can test the whole workflow, or we can just test solely custom code action. Let's just test custom code action and then test the whole workflow. Here we have test action section, and here we can choose a ticket that we will test on. I will tell you upfront it will not work. It will spit out error. Let's see the and based on the message, take next steps. Okay. Status success, but there's error. Okay. It says property value not valid. What is property? Ticket AI embeddings. What does it mean? This code stores custom data in the ticket object. And for that, we need to set up ticket AI embeddings fields, custom field, and one more. Let me show you that. I'll open the code section full screen again. Here we are. So we have function which called update ticket, and this function update ticket with 2 custom fields. Ticket AI embedded, the first one from the error message, and second one, similar tickets. Similar tickets is a text that will help us to navigate to similar tickets by clicking links in this text. Okay, how we can set up this custom fields in ticket object? We can go another tab where I created private tab. And here we have data management section. In data management, we have objects, ticket object. Here we need to click manage ticket properties and create new property. Label was copied from the code. I don't need description. Just need to select group will be ticket information. Okay. This will be a multi-line text and create. I don't know. I don't need any checks here and create. Okay. And the second field was similar tickets. Copy again. Create property. Ticket information. Next. This will be rich text because code stores is in HTML format, so can click on links when we have similar tickets. Great. Great. Now we have added two custom properties to the ticket object, and now we can test again. Let's do the same. Test, and we don't have errors, and we have also success status. Okay, save it. So it's ready, and we can review and publish the whole workflow. As all my dummy tickets has status new, I can enroll existing tickets in this workflow, and tickets will be populated with ticket AI embeddings data for semantic search. Okay, enroll. To make it faster, I will enroll it manually. Okay, good. Now let's test the whole workflow. For that, I'll go to ticket section and create new ticket. I will use GPT-3 to generate some new dummy ticket. This will be the ticket name and ticket description. I can set up source mail, and I don't need ticket owner because our workflow will assign the ticket owner. Great. Okay. Let's see all properties of our ticket. There is no owner, and there is no similar tickets, and no ticket embeddings. Let's go back. Let's refresh. And now we see the login issue has owner. Let's check again properties. And there is similar tickets and also ticket AI embeddings. Let's see. So we have 4 links to the similar tickets, and we have similarity score. The number 1, the most similar, like identical tickets. The closer to 1, the more similar tickets are. And we can check also similar tickets, unable to log in into account. And here we have unable into login my account. Pretty similar. That's all. Thanks for being with me in this tutorial. There's also an article on HubSpot Developer blog where you can check more details about how it works, why it works, and how you can create it for yourself. Thanks. Bye.